Hi everyone, and welcome to our first episode of Humbly Homemade. My name's Chelsea. Today we are going to be making coconut oil vapor rub with eucalyptus and peppermint essential oils. So now that the season is getting colder, the kids are starting to get that cough, the congestion, the sinuses. I like to use vapor rub it on their chest, maybe put it into the shower for a little bit to kind of break up that mucus and help open up the airways to breathe. And I'm a firm believer in the more natural remedies. Tylenol, acetaminophen is great. Ibuprofen works, but for the small colds, the congestions, I try to go with natural first to see if that can just eliminate some of the problems and the mucus that they have. So let's get started. All right, so here I have refined coconut oil. I have a eucalyptus essential oil, and I also have peppermint essential oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a cup of this and melt it down in my double boiler, what I have going here, and add the two oils together to create that menthol smell. All right, so what we have here is my cup of coconut oil. I like using the coconut oil. It doesn't have a strong smell, so that way, when I first started using it, I initially thought everything was going to smell like the islands and beach, and thankfully the coconut oil does not have any smell that I found, which gives way for the essential oils to kind of come alive with their own scents. All right, so I put the coconut oil into our double boiler, and I'm going to add about 30 drops of eucalyptus. And you can use as much or as little as you want. I like a little bit more potent smell for the vapor, but if you have a sensitive nose, you can always use less. And then I'm going to take my peppermint oil and use about 20 drops or so. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty much getting there. Just want to get these little last few pieces out. I did end up adding a little bit more peppermint oil and eucalyptus. It just wasn't as strong as I like using. But again, it has to do with your preference. If your nose is sensitive, use less drops. If you want to go full throttle, put it all in. All right, so now that our coconut oil and the essential oils are completely melted together, I'm going to take my bowl, and I've got a nice little ramekin that I like using. Ensure that it has a lid on it so that not everything in the house starts smelling like eucalyptus. And we're just gonna pour it right on into our jar. Okay. And for now, it's gonna be slightly clear, which is what you want. I like putting it into our fridge just to cool it down. Once it's completely back to the solid, you're good to use it. Again, I like putting it on the chest. Sometimes I'll put it on a clothespin and stick it to the inside of the shower curtain. So when the kids are showering, that smell will kind of help with the steam. But really, you can use for anything that you need. And hopefully you enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.